Hey, hey, hey! It's time for the Grandpa and Pappy Show from Studio A in 1 Biloxi Square in Lake Worth, Texas. Hey, what is happening?
Oh, nothing outside the windows.
Ain't
Not
it
a
so?
thing, brother. Good Lord, man. What have we gotten ourselves into here?
Well, I'll tell you what, people are going crazy. They're going nuts. They don't know what to do. They're stuck in the house. They can only see so many reruns of NCIS, you know.
Yeah. Lest I
The
be
booze only
reminded.
lasts so long. You know?
Oh, man. I don't know if I'm going to make it through this or not, buddy. I really don't.
It is crazy. In case you guys didn't know, we're still under the order to stay in the house.
You're grounded.
Yeah, you're grounded, and you're really not supposed to get out unless it's just for essentials like groceries, gas, medical supplies. Otherwise, stay home and don't get around people.
Yeah, I'm going to have to sneak out the back window just to pee on a stump. What's the world coming to?
Yeah. And this coronavirus, it's still very serious,
Yes, it
everybody.
is.
We cut up and we kid a little bit about it, but it's still happening in the grocery stores. You see all these fools trying to get as many rolls of toilet paper and hand towels as they possibly can. And boy, trying to find paper towels has just been an experience too, other than the toilet paper.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. I mean, and understandably so. You can't use one. Why not use the other? You know, just like I said the other day, I'm down to using mismatched socks. So.
Yeah, we'll have a video on how to scoot across the yard too. That's a good way.
Butt surfing 101.
Yeah, our mascot will show us that
That's
one.
right. She taught us everything she knew.
Well, let's see. Let's update everybody as far as the coronavirus is concerned. The order by the Fort Worth mayor about Tarrant County going into place went into place Tuesday night at 11:59. So
Yep.
we are still under it.
Yeah.
And we saw today again where President Trump has waived all of the red tape facing the FDA to find a cure for the coronavirus a lot quicker.
Well, good. I mean, that's what he's supposed to do, isn't it?
It is that. It is
That's what
that.
I was told.
And I know some of our viewers out there and listeners have maybe relatives or friends living in Italy. And God bless you guys' hearts. I tell you, Italy is still reporting new cases of the virus and more deaths that are related to it. So, man, if you know somebody over there in Italy, golly, say a prayer for them.
Well, I've got a niece that lives in France. She's been over there for quite some time, and things are a lot different over
Coffee
there.
down the wrong way.
Oh, don't do that. That's a good waste of whiskey.
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean coffee. But Lacey, I mean she called her mother. I was on the phone with her mother for a couple hours yesterday, and she thinks it's a riot. What I mean, not the virus itself, because I mean it's a worldwide epidemic, right? But I mean they do things a lot different over there. She still can't get over the fact that we're hoarding toilet paper. She's, what the hell is up with that?
Thank you. I just used my hand. Okay.
That's right. She's not getting any mind when she runs out. So.
Ain't it so?
Yeah, well,
Ain't
actually,
it so?
I'd send her some. She needs
Let's see here. Pardon me. Sorry. Maybe that coffee went down right that way.
might have been that last hat we had on the way into the studio.
Well, it could have been. Dr. Tom Friedman
Yeah.
says that taking vitamin D will help reduce your chances of getting the COVID-19 virus.
Now he tells us.
Yeah, now he tells us.
Yeah.
And the Surgeon General of the United States, Jerome Adams, says this is going to be a tough week for all Americans.
That it already is.
It really is. I mean, you got more testing going on too, Pappy.
Yeah. Yeah, you do. But, I mean, look what happened the other day. For example, the American Airlines Center, they set that up, and not a car showed up in the parking lot. Nobody was sick, I guess. I
Well,
don't
no,
know.
they're just minding.
Why do we
Don't
gotta-
leave your houses.
Why
you
do we
know.
got to stay home if we're not sick? On the other hand, Summer Olympics in Tokyo has been postponed due to the coronavirus.
That's exactly right. And they said today that they are expecting to postpone that for 1 year
Holy moly.
to see if the coronavirus had been eradicated throughout the country so that the athletes would not be exposed to it in any form or fashion.
Well, good thing I didn't buy a ticket. I'd be big pissed off about right now.
Well,
so,
yeah, you have people from all over the world that attend the games itself, and so, man, I can understand that. I know there was some countries, Russia was griping about they didn't want to postpone it, but hey, Russia, you know, let's look after these kids that's worked so hard. You don't want them to get over there, get infected, and possibly die from it.
Yeah.
Let's use a little common sense.
They wouldn't make them aware over there if they had it or not anyway. So
I saw an interesting thing also today. A study says that China is using the American media to create falsehoods about the coronavirus.
that would not surprise me in the least, because the media will buy into that crap and spread it like it's true. You know, that's probably one of the largest problems with this virus is the media getting a hold of it. But maybe in this case, it's a good thing that they did. I don't know.
Yeah, and you look at the fact that coronavirus cases in the United States has surpassed 35,000 now,
Wow.
and is now the third most affected country
Yeah,
in the world.
yeah.
That's scary.
Yeah, it is. It is scary. I mean, it's not your basic flu epidemic we're talking about, but if it was handled like a flu epidemic, you know, on its worst strain, it would probably behoove us all. You know. So,
Well, that's true too. I mean, we can talk on and on and on about it, but the main thing Pappy and I want to get across to you is that we want you to listen to what our officials are saying. They know a lot more about this stuff than we, the average person, does. So
well,
if they want us to stay in, Pappy, I guess we just need to stay
well,
in.
you know, I mean, do we have a choice? Do that or suffer the consequences or whatever? I mean, it's the things that we're not told that gets to me.
Well, I understand, but there are some things that maybe we shouldn't know. I mean, look at
Some things are better left unsaid.
look at the situation that we're talking about now. I mean, we know a little bit about this, and you got people panicking, stabbing each other, you know, trying to get toilet paper and paper towels. I mean, it's stupid.
We did find a package of toilet paper yesterday, but I'm not telling anybody where it was.
Yeah, we finally found a 2-pack of paper towels, and I won't tell you where either,
Soft
but
and fluffy.
it seemed a little pricey to me. So anyway, I know the wife let them have it.
Well, ours is a special flavor of toilet paper. We're full-time fifth wheelers, the divine Miss Helen and I. And you've got to get the stuff that breaks down fast, but it's the single ply that I don't like.
Oh yeah.
You have to pull a 10-foot string off the roll, and then you're out. You know, just what the hell? You might be better off butt surfing after all. So, God Almighty.
Or stand up against the handrail of an escalator. You know,
That's right.
that'll clean it pretty quick.
Now that was funny. we
Anyway,
laughed hard at that video.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. That was a good one. But anyway, take precautions, everybody. Listen to what
Yes,
they're saying.
please.
Let's get this thing knocked out so
Please
we
do.
can get our country back to normal. Thank you, President Trump, for trying to get this bill passed to help all these unemployed Americans who are being forced to stay home and not work and draw a paycheck.
Yeah.
I'm asking all the Democrats and Republicans to come together, get this thing done, and let's get these passed out to help these people.
Together we shall overcome.
Yes, sir.
So they say.
It couldn't be better.
Yeah.
Now,
All right. Moving
we've had
right
a
along.
we've had our serious moment. I've been looking forward to this one. I really
Me
have.
too. Me too. This is something I've bitched and complained about for a long time.
Well, look how many times around at the field office up there in
Lord, yeah.
downtown Lake Worth. Not only us, but a lot of other people. And of course, we're talking about the Hollywood celebrities.
Ding, ding,
Yeah. I'd like to meet them out behind the barn a couple of times, you know.
I'd rather pick their pocket first.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then I could
hack their bank accounts and then meet them behind the barn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be a good thing.
Well, some of them might invite you to go behind the barn with them. You know, you know how it is. You know.
What can I say?
Hey.
What can I say? Okay. Anyway, I mean, let's take a look at these Hollywood stars. Now, these stars, they either make it known in the print or the television. You know, you're talking about people that come out and talking about against Trump, against the government, what this is doing, what that's doing. You know, it just kills me. I mean, Kathy Griffin, you're talking about Robert De Niro, even Snoop Dogg. Now, come on, Snoop, have another joint.
Well, he don't know any better.
Let's
he
settle.
high.
Let's,
he high. Yeah.
He high. Yeah.
I've said some pretty stupid crap too when I was stoned, or when my friend was stoned. That I'm talking about.
I just want to get high so I can say hello and goodbye.
Make my words rhyme.
Yeah, but I mean, come on, people.
Lord.
Let's you know, I can remember a time during World War II. I mean, look at all the actors that served in the military and were just absolute top-notch Americans. I mean, you didn't hear a word from them negative against the United States of America.
Well, and if John Wayne said it, he usually had an ass whooping to follow it up if you didn't like it. But I mean, but he, you know, I mean, just like Grandpa said. I mean, I'm a firm believer that money, you can act any damn way you want to if you've got enough money. I mean, i.e. the difference in their
I'd just
voice.
like to be in that position.
Well,
time,
yeah,
you know?
I'd like to make that choice on how I'm going to act. You know, I mean, without looking like a total fool. At least I'd be a wealthy fool. I mean, why are their voices heard so much louder just because they're in the public eye as opposed to ours?
Well, that's true, but they're suffering now with all this stay in.
Yeah.
Box office receipts are down. Productions have been halted. No movies are being made. And you don't think they think about that?
There's a lot of them that are quarantined. Tom Hanks is one of them. I mean,
Tom Hanks and his lovely wife Rita have been quarantined. They were doing a movie.
Are they still in Italy?
No, they're in Australia.
Australia, I'm sorry.
Yeah, they're in Australia.
So hell, they're making. They need to rest anyway. They're making a vacation out of it, I'm sure. So.
That's all I got to say about that.
That's right.
But anyway, he and Rita have been cleared now and healed of the coronavirus and are in a 14-day quarantine before they can return to the United States. And we wish, I mean, Tom, sometimes he makes some statements that just irritate the heck out of me, but he's a good guy. And we wish him and Rita all of the best to get well.
Yeah.
How many times did you hear during the election year in 2016, how many of these celebrities said, well, if Donald Trump wins the presidency,
I'm moving to Canada.
I'm moving. I'm leaving the U.S. of A. How many times do you hear that?
Well, a lot from Rosie O'Donnell. No, she's a Trump supporter, you said. How about Roseanne Barr?
Roseanne Barr is the Trump supporter. Rosie O'Donnell is not.
That's the one that Trudeau said, hell, we don't want you over here spitting on our baseball fields, you know, scratching yourself in public. What a screw-tard she is. I mean, good Lord.
Good God, I'll tell you what. And even, they have television shows on today that just drive me crazy. I mean, come on. Is everybody in Hollywood leftist liberals? I mean, come on. The average American does not think this way.
No. Well, key word average.
Average.
Yeah.
The average American. The average God-fearing, America-loving American.
There's a new definition for average American these days because of the politically correct crap that's going on. And,
That's another show we're going to get into.
Lord,
Trust me.
Let me write that down. I don't know. I mean, it's a new world. We've talked about it quite a bit, and it's just a new world. I mean, you can't even discipline your kids. You can't do this. You can't do that. You can't do this. You can't fart in public. Which, there's about 4 things right there that I'm not a law-abiding citizen about. So.
Ain't it so?
Oh Lord, man!
And then you got programs on television like The View, or as I like to call it, The Pew.
You're making my eyes dilate.
I mean, they stink. These ladies are so far left, and when you get somebody that's leaning a little bit to the right, and they have them on the program, they don't even give them a chance to talk.
Well, what happened to the good old days when celebrities, newscasters, media people, whatever, would even politicians would straddle the fence? They would allow the other side to be heard. Then it was comment, rebuttal, comment, things like that in a debate. I mean, I'm starting to get entertained with some of these debates that's going on. It's crazy.
I don't understand why they lean so much to the left. When President Obama was elected for 2 terms, oh my God, we got to get to the White House. I want to entertain, President Trump wants him to come in there. Oh no, I'm not going to the White House,
Well, and we're at a time to where if you're a Dem or you're a Republican, I'm going to block you. You can't be my friend. You're crazy. You're stupid. Blah, 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 blah. I mean, God, we can all get along. I mean, we have the right to believe in what we want to believe in. My illustrious girlfriend is far left.
Mm-hmm.
And it's no secret I'm far right, but that doesn't give me any reason whatsoever to diss you for what you believe in.
I agree totally, and your beautiful lady, we've had several conversations, but no, we agree to disagree, but we talk civil.
Yeah.
So,
well, and that's what it's all about.
It has to be.
Believe and follow what you want to believe and follow in, but don't shove any cockaburs up my rear end about how stupid I am for believing how I believe. So. And I'll do the same because we have the power of the media.
I never know what's coming out of this guy's mouth, so y'all forgive me if I'm laughing so much, but this is all completely unrehearsed and off the cuff, and sometimes I just can't help it. I just can't help it. Let me ask you a question in your opinion. Why are most Hollywood celebrities treated differently than anybody else?
Because they're wealthy.
Wealth aside.
And okay, prime example. Why would Eric Clapton be treated any different? Because he's got a very good talent, and it's of the mindset of the people that follow him that makes him that way. I mean, I used to play in a little blues band, and we had women strap a mattress to their butt and chase our bus down the road. Because we was up there playing music, and they had to be able to tap their foot a little hard. So, of course, that was a long time ago, Helen. But, I think it's just because they're bewildered. I don't know.
Well, if you hear something in the background, it's the lawn people taking care of one Biloxi Square. There's no quiet place in here when they start cranking everything up, so please forgive that.
Thank God. I thought my cork popped out.
At least you went up and disconnected the bell.
I did?
You did. You don't remember that. You had several coffees, remember?
Don't make fun of my coffee.
Okay. Thank you so much for your support.
It's very, very good. Thank you.
Come again. All right. But, hooray for Hollywood. I'll tell you, it just makes me sick. And I know you guys have all kinds of opinion on the Hollywood celebrities. We want to know about it. We want you to send in your thoughts and what you really think, good or bad. We'll read them. We may have to clean it up when we read them back.
We've had a couple of those already. That would be to the grandpa.
Yes.
To grandpa and pappy at gmail.com. Keep them coming. We love hearing from you no matter what it is or how crazy it is, funny, sad, dirty, whatever. Just send them to us. We'll do what we need to do on it. But we are listening.
We do have such a good time here talking to you, and we have even better time reading
about
the
you.
reading the emails and the comments that we get, which we're going to get into here in just a few minutes. But I'll tell you, without you, ladies and gentlemen, there's no us, and we are doing this after so many years of being off the air, and it's so much fun, Pat, to be behind a microphone again.
It is. It's a sweet feeling being back behind.
Of course, the voices are a lot different as we got older, but it's a good thing. So,
and the crinkling you hear in the background is our Depends. It's about outside of that. It's pretty much the same, except for adding a camera. So,
it all depends, So.
That's why we're told to be still.
Let's get into the viewer comments, everybody. It's been a lot of fun, and Pap and I, we get the biggest kick out of talking about this. And I'm going to refer this first question to you, Pap, because I know you did some research on it. I know I did, but you have a logical explanation for it.
It's something that a lot of people wonder about, and concerned about. Belinda from Oklahoma, who I lovingly call Rory Belinda, dear old friend of mine from Houston, wants to know our take on chemtrails. Well, this is what I've got. I looked it up, and it's just jet engine spew out. It's very hot air, creating condensation that condenses into water droplets turning into ice. So the experts are saying. When the atmosphere is drier, they have a tendency to disappear a little quicker or a lot shorter as from where we stand. So the experts claim that the contrails consist of not just ice crystals and water, but byproducts of engine exhaust, carbon dioxide, nitrogen oxide, sulfite particles, and soot, whatever the hell that might consist of. And the conspiracy experts nickname contrails, as it was originally dubbed by the government, to chemtrails out of suspicion that the government is adding chemicals into the atmosphere, which I've often thought, that's past my mind. And on that note, your guess would be just as good as mine, Rory. My opinion, maybe they should add some Lysol up the butt of the plane and get rid of this virus. I mean,
well, there
if
you go.
If they want to be creative with it, help a brother out here,
We also got an email from Matt in Lake Worth concerning our flatulence program that we did. He said, me and my lady were at Wally World a few weeks ago, and we're in the pharmacy aisle. I'm reading directly from our site. The wide aisle near the counter, which I know what she's talking about. Anyway, I was...
the one that smells funny.
Anyway, I was on one side and she was on the other, a good 12 feet apart or more. No one was near me, but she had a few people looking at stuff near her. I'm looking at headache medications, and I just felt an uncontrollable buildup, if you know what I mean.
And it happened.
Next thing I knew, it just let go, and it was so loud people 2 aisles over could hear it. The people behind her turned and looked at her, laughing like she did it. Laughing, that's a key word.
And Matt's a good friend.
Yeah,
he and his wife. But he's big enough, it probably made the sound of a rhino fart. Knowing him. Big boy.
In the meantime, she looked at me laughing and said, "Baby, what are you doing?" I said, "It wasn't me. It was the guy in the next aisle."
There's a guy 4 aisles down. What a character he is.
He really is. We're trying to get all these in with that we can. We got a message from Connie in Hawaii.
Yeah.
She says, "Aloha, gents. What are your thoughts on government stimulus checks? I feel that the people should not expect support from the FED, Federal Emergency Department. Secondly, is $1,200 to $2,400 really going to make a difference? Mahalo nui loa."
You're gonna.
And she had a P.S. here. P.S.
She always does.
I'm reading it here. She says, "P.S. I smoked every day as a professional installer, hanging tons of equipment just above people's heads." Now, that's a scary.
It is, but you know what? She's one of the very few. Now, I don't know about hanging heavy stuff over my head, darling, but I'd let you work on my truck because I know you'd fix it. You're not headed old man, either one would. I mean,
ain't it so?
But as far as the stimulus checks, I mean, there are people out there that could use it and do need it. I'm not talking about, I mean, in dire case need, it's not a a gimme program. It's just a little something to help people out till they get where they're going. And there are those cases that would qualify. I mean, even prior to the virus days, don't you think?
Yeah, it's, you can look at it 2 or 3 different ways, Pappy. I mean, but the main thing is what you talked about. Look at all these folks that we know that's been affected by not being able to go to work and not being able to get a paycheck to pay for essentials. Yeah. My hat's off to the auto companies and the mortgage companies who are giving people a break to push their house payments, car payments back 30, 60 days until this thing is underway and people get back to work. Yeah. My hat is off. Salute to you. That's another thing that you were bringing up when we started the show about American people getting together and let's get this thing conquered.
Yeah. I mean, and there again, there are those people that will take advantage of it. The gimme people, I mean, that's milk the system. That's all they know how to do.
Sure.
So this is like a Christmas bonus to them or whatever,
Yeah, I understand.
That I disagree with highly. I mean, if you don't need it, don't ask for it. If you absolutely have to have it for food, for your table, for your kids, or whatever the case may be, that's what it's for. So just don't take advantage of it.
Yeah, really. And, having $1,200 or $2,400 for a married household, that's a lot of money when you're not getting anything coming in.
Yeah, when you have zero in the bank account and empty cupboards.
And if you have children, you got to make sure they're fed and taken care of. So it goes a lot of ways. So, Connie, thank you for that.
Absolutely. Love you,
it is so nice to be getting some emails, comments, and text from people that are outside of Texas, and we appreciate that so much. And without you spreading the word to go on YouTube, watch Grandpa and Pappy, mostly subscribe to our channel. It's absolutely free. Yeah. You can see what all we post up there, and we'll keep you updated on what's going on here.
And that's a simple process. On YouTube, if you're not already a member or if you're unsubscribed, you can feel free to go and subscribe. If not, just pull up youtube.com, go in the search bar, and simply enter Grandpa and Pappy Show. And it'll pop right up. You've got everything. I mean, all our shows, promos, everything's right there. So,
well, if you go on the group, I think you even posted it on Facebook, or you can actually go in there and just click on that.
Yeah, you can click on our promos that we post on our Facebook podcast page and just simply push the video picture or the link below it, and it'll take you straight there. So,
and then it'll ask you if you want to subscribe. Just say yes.
Yeah.
Tell them what your name is, and it's done. It's free. It's absolutely free.
Won't cost you one thin dime. So.
We've got a really interesting program coming up tomorrow.
Yeah?
Or whenever we can, the city of Fort Worth says we can get together, Pat.
Well, we can probably run the back roads, And I will have...
See what we can get away with.
I will have one of the things that's going to be mentioned in this show with me.
Got you.
What do you think? Think we ought to talk about gun control?
Yes, that would be a good one. Now, this is the thing that I want you guys to think about. Gun control. Gun control. There's a lot of pros. There's a lot of cons against it. So... we want to know what you think. We're giving you plenty of time to go on grandpaandpappy@gmail.com. Tell us what you think about the gun control issue. Pappy made a statement before we came on the air. It was, what were you saying? I agree about keeping guns away from criminals.
I'm dead on with that deal. That's what we ought to confiscate, all the criminals. Get rid of them, and the rest of us can live in peace. So. What do you think, bud? You got another one in the bucket?
Yeah, we got another one in the bucket. It's been a lot of fun. We want to say thank you to everybody who is tuning in and joining us. We just want to make sure that a special thank you to Miss Kay for all that she does. Until next time, Pap and I want to say thank you and join us next time.
Look forward to it.